Hello. We're not muted anymore.
Hello, comrades.
Hello, 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 hello.
Where is the existence? What is...
What
Somebody...
is life?
Don't worry about it. What? Hey, sorry, hi, I'm back. I clicked the wrong thing.
How dare you?
Apparently. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's never fine. I'm disappointed in you.
Nah, it's perfectly back. Back? It's back again.
Guess who's back, back again, again. Raelan's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back,
Alright,
guess who's back.
Professor
Guess...
Dr. Senpai, Hanako-san, Raelan here to teach you Sensei stuff.
Say so if you say so.
Did you do your homework? Do you
No.
remember what your homework was?
No. Yes. But no.
All right, let's look at the right page, shall we? Let's go to that.
I've been
Wait.
busy, okay? I've been busy.
There's 2 weeks. Listen, I'm gonna be in denial until I see it myself. Okay. Shared with me, Magical Girl campaign. Let's just scroll down. I'll go up again. I'll scroll down slowly. Perfect, perfect, yes, homework. Select 3 categories and relate their jewelry shop. Also, the name for the shop, having in mind for next class you write it down. You'll get bonus marks, potentially, over 100%. Yeah. Alright, let's mark your paper, shall we? Alright, education is written down.
Well, it is run by a alumni of one of the universities in the city, which
Those are complicated words for my little pea brain right now, but
someone
that's
who
an
used to
X.
go to school in the city opened up the shop. Like a lot of stores within the city. Um,
Oh, oh, wait. You doing it right now?
yeah, I was explaining it to you.
Sorry, I did not catch on. My brain's. All
Yeah,
right, I'll allow it. Start from the beginning.
yeah. So like the jewelry shop is run by an alumni, someone who went to one of the schools within the city. Just like a lot of the there's a lot of stores within the city that also do that, and also they like to hire some students to help them and all that as well.
Hmm. I like it. Oh, I like it. And you get students. Oh my goodness, that's some bonus points. Oh, for okay. I mean, okay. I mean, okay is the best energy I have right now. So just take it. All right, what's the second one?
That's all I got so far.
Well, that's okay. It was technically bonus points. I would totally change it up on you, but I'm not because I'm not that cruel teacher who says, "Oh yeah, don't worry, this homework is not for actual real points." So I still get to do the satisfying thing of putting 2 X's. But that's fine. That's some bonus points. All right, are you ready for a surprise?
What surprise?
There is no surprise quiz. Oh, you're shocked, right?
No,
Wait, what?
no.
Well, since you're not surprised, the surprise quiz! Oh my goodness, you're so surprised now, right? I'm waiting for the surprise sounds. There better be a surprise sound. It just better be very, very delayed.
Oh, you didn't hear that, did you?
Oh no, did you gasp?
No.
Shit. I mean, triple thing, no quiz.
Are you unable to hear, even though it's going through that? Why?
Listen, I won't be satisfied until you're surprised at one of those things and we're doing the thing you're surprised at, okay?
Why can't you hear my soundboard?
Oh, there's a soundboard? I don't know, because it's not playing the Discord? Oh, it's probably not going to your microphone, the Discord. I think I know, I can help you out. If you hit the gear,
Yeah.
go voice and video, and then input device,
Yeah.
change your input device to whatever your soundboard is.
It's on that.
Play it
It's
again.
It's already on it.
I think it might be just really quiet. I have no clue. Oh, listen. Recreate what the soundboard you're sounding with your mouth.
Wah, 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 wah.
Alright.
I think
50
Stream
questions,
probably
let's
heard.
go.
I think Stream probably heard it, but I don't think you did.
I assume so, but listen. You shouldn't poke a bear. I will go mad with power. You better play a laugh track.
Laugh track. I don't think I have one set up.
What's the one that paints me in the best light? I need the best lighting.
I got a rim shot.
What? Trick question! Sounds don't produce light.
What?
No, you said something.
What? I'm confused.
Don't worry, I'm also confused. This is gonna be a mess. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Oh no, we look right at. Oh. I'm just gonna take a deep breath in.
And out.
No, I'm still on the in part, but now I have to start over again because I started speaking, so that's out. So like, I take a deep breath in. Alrighty, so hello and welcome to DMing 101 with Raelan. Insert title here. Welcome, class. How would you like your session today? These study sessions are much more freestyle, so it's gonna be into your hands of what do you believe is the most requiring help and work on? Crying is not an answer. Would you like to select a... Well, actually, Can crying be an answer?
I don't know, maybe.
Improv. Being able to accept whatever your players say within reason. We worked on a little bit of improv before. Do you feel like you struggle accepting what others say into the world and letting it affect it?
I don't know.
Do you feel like you might struggle with picking yes or no on a yes or no? Actually, let's play a little game, okay? It's called the yes or no game, okay?
No.
As an individual, do you wish to DM?
Yes.
Perfect. As a person, are you confident in your DMing skills?
No.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. As a DM, is your name Dweller?
Yes.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Would you like to be able to write stories on your own?
Yes.
Perfect, 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 perfect. And do you feel confident with your improv skills?
No.
Which one out of wait, no, I should, sorry, my bad. Would you like to learn how to improv better first?
No.
Would you like to learn how to write stories first?
Okay, I'm decent at story. It's just getting from point A to point B is I have difficulty with.
I believe. Okay. So the one thing I noticed is that last Monday when I was away at family gathering, y'all streamed the sheep game.
Yes. Which I'm actually almost done.
You've probably surpassed me. It's been a while since I last played it. But I think what you needed to do back then is probably still try and stream the D&D stuff.
No.
Because currently, sorry, back to the yes or no. No, I don't like the yes or no game. The yes or no game sucks. Because you're uncertain of like what to do for the building next of your game, right?
Pretty much.
I believe the last thing we were at was essentially players.
That's part of it.
Ba, 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 ba.
Which on your server we only had one
Indeed.
person.
Was that? Who was that?
That was Joe.
Yeah, Joe. Ba, 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 ba.
Oh right,
Updates.
I was gonna message in the other servers.
All right. Walk us through. This is gonna be on you to do. Walk
Oh
me
god,
through
no.
slash everyone else slash whoever. Just walk through the everything we have for the game, the beginning to the end of what we already have built and done.
What do we have? Well, we got a city name. Kind of established some general ideas of the city. We got a concept that we can build off of. We got a map and a fight for like the first session ready, pretty much. Technically, not fully, but close enough. And that's about it.
How long did you plan on making this campaign for?
I have no idea. I didn't.
I feel...
I don't really want it too long.
Yeah, I feel like, quote-unquote, one shot. So, honestly, after the goblin fight, it is possible to ramp it up pretty quickly. If you
Yeah.
really wanted to, I'd say you could almost give a level per encounter / per game. Just so that it ramps up pretty quickly.
Well, especially since how difficult the final boss might possibly be.
Yeah,
Or how I want it to be.
my brain keeps on seeing a bigger picture of like this is a long haul, but it shouldn't be a long haul.
Yeah. Well, that's
So-
kind of like that's how I kind of see it. It's like I've always like ideas for it, but I also don't want it to drag on.
So use up your ideas immediately. Draw from the basket, and because episode 1, I believe we can change up the positioning. So instead of beginning, middle, end, let's do it via episode. Session 0 is session 0. That's self-explanatory with the players, meaning session 1 is going to be goblins. What would you want episode 2 to be? 3, 4, so on and so forth is the next questioner.
Well, I'm not sure what like order it be in, but like there is one like idea I saw that I want to do, and I think I saved the video for it. Maybe.
What's the idea of curiosity?
It's something called like the Endless Waltz. I think the original idea was more like a general fantasy type idea in like a ballroom where the people are forced to dance by this creature or whatnot.
Okay. So write down what you just said, pretty much. Dancing room, forced to waltz. Maps you need are essentially probably just a ballroom.
The thing is, I don't know what episode that should be.
Make it episode 2.
It's so early.
In
Wow.
fact,
So early.
worst case scenario, after you have it written down, you can always change its positioning.
Yeah.
My suggestion, since this is kind of jotting down notes, I mean, you have it written down. If you want to, you can do something along the lines of below or beside it. Do something along the lines of what some of the things you said, pretty much map.
Yeah, that's one
Waltz.
of the reasons why
Or
I
ballroom.
bit down nightclubs and what is there. So instead of having it like a ballroom, it could be in a nightclub.
Perfect, and that's literally like, especially because you need people to do that, writing down the structure and which places to go to next is going to be right. Nightclub, anything else you want to add to the Endless Waltz that you can think of right now.
I can't think of it. I still need to find the video to get the proper concept down.
Perfect. So Endless Waltz is good. Number 3, what would be the next one?
What would number 3 be? Because I think around... But should I go like aim for like 10 or like 20 or 15 sessions?
Honestly, you could...
Because I'm
You're
trying
aiming
to
for
figure
10.
out when I should have them lose their abilities.
Uh, it depends
Because
on
I
how
have an
many
idea
episodes
of,
they go.
I already have an idea of how they're getting it back, which involves encounters / puzzles.
If this was an anime, it would be the first 2 episodes, like by episode 3, you should establish the theme of the story, essentially.
Yeah.
Honestly, you could even do it third episode of they lose their abilities then, at the end of the session.
But the main
That way
thing
it is the
is...
Madoka Magica plot twist when people, like, that way it's still setting the theme of the story.
The main
You know.
thing is, this is a bit of spoiler, but they're not going to have the same familiars after, once they get powers back.
Okay. I mean, is there a reason not to have their abilities stolen in that episode 3? The idea, I see what you're just doing and why you'd want to go later on, but honestly, it should probably be a bit more contained. If you want to expand it after, because here's the thing, aim for 5 episodes. Once you have those 5 episodes down, if you aren't satisfied, you can always add more. But if you get those 5 episodes down, you've like gotten tired of all the character creation and all that stuff and the world creation. Because it sounds like you have the plot points you want to hit, and you shouldn't be doing filler.
There's one filler I want to do, because... well, there's one filler I want to do which isn't technically filler, because I kind of want to incorporate into the plot, but I do want to do a beach episode.
That?
Beach episode.
Add beach episode as episode 3 then.
But it's something...
Walt.
I'll do it as this, because, like... It depends on a choice made.
What choice?
Character choice. On animal.
Oh, okay. The new animal, or I guess either or, eh?
New one. Not the original.
Okay, so yeah, episode 3. The question is, honestly, you could even do it. No, episode 2 is too soon to lose the powers. So the question is, they're gonna lose the powers, but what takes the powers? What is the plot point leading up to them losing the powers?
Betrayal, and also something that they get in session 0 is technically not what they think it is.
So you need the plot line that essentially lines up to that, and everything being...
Yeah. Because someone they're working with isn't who they say they are, and also an item that they're given to help restore the abilities of their companions is siphoning power.
Yeah, so...
it's a tool for something else.
I assume that they would be sent on a mission that's a trap, essentially.
Yes.
So the question is, who is this traitor? What sort of trap would they send them on? That is essentially the thought process I would have for what would they want the trap to be, how would they set it, would it be actual monsters, would it just be like a net trap, would it be like a prison escape episode?
That I'm not sure, because my main idea was using the second group that I was talking about before, knowing about this person who isn't this person.
Wait, what?
You know how I was talking about I wanted a second group that's from the overworld?
Yeah.
That worked with the current group's familiars, or like companions, animal
Mm-hmm.
avatars, right? Well, they worked with
They're
someone
NPCs, right? You
else.
talking about NPCs right now?
Well, there were some player characters I wanted to have in a small group, but it could be
Oh.
NPCs.
Okay, no, I just wasn't sure.
But yeah, I wanted some player
Okay, so
characters
pretty
to
much that's
be
like
a
a
group.
one shot then, essentially, or
Well, it can be a one shot that affects the true world. Because it's kind of like a background thing where this group of player characters is working with uh, the companions of the first group's characters before they got turned
okay. So
into
in the
their.
other words, you're wanting to do like a mass multi-cross platform, two groups playing D&D at the same time, essentially.
Not at the same time. This is like a minor group.
Has it already happened?
Hmm?
Has it already happened?
Which?
The group you're talking about, the minor group.
No. Why would it have happened? I haven't DM'd anyone.
I don't know. I thought
Or are
maybe
you
it was
talking
like a
about the
different
story
campaign that you didn't
point?
stream.
No, I haven't even done that yet because this is part of that. What we're working on now is a part of that.
So then episode 3 is essentially the different players if you wanted.
I guess we can do it because then it'll give some more background into the other world and also the companions of the main group. Because the second group is. Okay, I'm not wording it right. Okay, I'll call them familiars. Okay. Group of players is playing what happened before session 0 of the main campaign. They are working as part of a royal special unit that the familiars were a part of before they were transformed. Search raiding the main bad guys hideout where they get split off, which there's another NPC that's involved, which is the leader of that group, who goes with the familiars when they split off to search the lab, like the hideout. And then whatever happens at the end, that's when they jump worlds. The familiars and the evil bad guy.
So you want to do the prequel?
It is pretty much a prequel, yes.
Okay, you're wanting to do the prequel of the familiars, but don't the familiars die?
No?
Oh, right, they get more than one familiar, sorry. For some reason I thought, yeah, right.
Well, they lose their powers, but it's not like for familiars die.
Oh, cool, I totally was thinking that the familiars died because you were talking about different animals or something. So I was like, oh, different animals, clearly they're different people, right?
No, these different animals are the actual guardians that started to appear, like, to help protect the world while it's merging. They're supposed to be the protectors.
Okay.
The true protectors.
Cool. So, like, Session 0 happens before they lose their powers, I assume.
Yes, of course. Session 0 is when they meet up with the familiars for the first time.
Not Session 0, but, like, the prequel session.
Prequel takes place before Session 0, yes.
And you want the players or some other people to play the familiars?
No, no one's playing the familiars.
So, wait, what?
It's another group of people.
Okay, another group of people plays just people. People alongside the familiars. Okay.
Yes, they were part of the
So this
same
is
unit.
okay. So this is like a one shot that you should probably because that's going on before everything goes down. Okay, that makes
Yes,
more
but it
sense.
gives information about a traitor in the midst.
Okay, okay. It's a little sneak preview thing that you need to get.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so like we don't even need to look at the Magical Girl campaign until we. Well, no, I guess we do. Wait, but like, isn't the familiars based off of the people, so you can't really have the NPC familiars until you.
This is why it's after things are a bit established. This is why I'm not doing the prequel first before session 0.
So you're saying that the order you want it in is Session 0, prequel story, 1, 2, 3.
Well,
So
we're
on and
not
so
doing
forth.
the prequel story right away. That's why episode 3 might be the episode 3, 4, like somewhere in there makes more sense for the prequel story.
All right, all right. I'd say
But the but part of that is also due to the fact that I need like the race that the player characters are choosing to pretty much create the familiars forms before becoming the familiars.
I'm gonna say do the prequel number 3. I am sort of worried for you because like that's setting up another group on top of the group you have for a one shot, which one shots rarely end up being one shots.
It's pretty much one mission for the prequel. Think of it like a dungeon run in like one session dungeon run,
Yeah, and like
but it has
honestly,
major.
dungeon runs aren't necessarily a great thing for prequels in general because for prequels you kind of want the lore to be fed out, but then oh, there's a traitor. Oh, what if we try and kill the traitor?
Well, the thing is, during
It's
the prequel, he's not a traitor. It's someone
it
taking the
still is.
form of someone else.
It is unlike the other stories. Like yeah, you're still telling a story to tell a story, but for this prequel, the thing I'm most concerned about is that you have a point you need it to end at. Where if they completely derail you, it I if they do the worst derailing ever, and they like don't go along with your plans whatsoever, then you're screwed because you need them to go along with your plan. So either you retcon what they do, or you go along with it and your entire story is scrapped.
Well, there's not really much that they can do to really full on
So do they
need to
have
retcon
any
anything.
agency within it?
What does that mean?
Do they have
Dictionary.
any impact on the story? Does it have anything other than they were here? Oh yay, they got to take part in this.
Well, they would appear later on as well.
And would they be
There's
the
like more
characters
to
playing
it. Like,
them?
yeah.
And would that's assuming that the players are able to come back and be able to play them,
Yes.
which could be anywheres from you said 10 episodes to more or less.
I guess.
That you're pretty much saying, hey, yeah, stand in the sidelines unless you have people you know are dedicated, like close friends.
That's
I
too.
would not rely on. It's hard to say for that. It is dangerous territory because I'm just if someone backs out, or if someone's like, oh yeah, it's like I wasn't paying attention to the rest of the story, or like something like that.
See, this is why I need input. This is why I come to you and Justin.
And like that's good.
I'm an ideas
It's
person.
it's a possible thing to do. I just don't think for like a first DMing thing. I don't think you should do it for the first DMing thing. I think it's a really fun idea. I love it. It's something that I do for like I'm a hypocrite because I see a cool idea and I'm like I'm gonna do it and I fail horribly and it's great. But until you're like more comfortable with DMing, I
Well,
think
it's
you
some.
should
The
probably-
prequel thing is not like one that can like. It's not like set in stone and has to be done either. It's just. It was an idea.
It was a cool optional thing. But like, just because you asked me to like help DM you 101, I'm gonna say that's like a too complicated maneuver to pull off. Like, I'm not gonna stop you. But I recommend, at least before you think of the prequel, get the base story down fully. Get comfortable with where your story is at, because this is also you're going to be looking at too many things. You don't want to look at that prequel idea until you know you're able to. That prequel idea is a cool side thing, which has nothing to do with the main story and telling the story that you want to tell right now. It's possible to, but you do not need it to tell the story. And I'd say focus on telling that story first before adding all of
The only thing
other
is,
things.
without it leaves out some of the like foreshadowing and all that.
But like, if you're gonna add foreshadowing, add it in the game.
Yeah. The main thing was about a traitor in the myths, but since
There is other ways to do that, and other
since
ways
the
to
main
foreshadow
group
that,
won't know about that, because
then the main.
You know
group
what? I'll just tell you. I'll just tell you what it is. No one watches this anyway, so I'll tell you what it was.
Yeah, spoiler warning.
Because the thing is, the person leading the main cast is the general that went on the mission and was leading the squad of the familiars and all that. But the thing is, on Earth, where they're at, that's not actually the general. Because what happened, because on the other world, before they were transported, the familiars and the general got captured by the bad guy. One of the reasons for splitting up the familiars and the other player characters that I was thinking of. But anyway, they were captured. The general is gravely injured. The familiars got turned into their familiar forms to simulate the guardians, like true guardians of that world. And the general was like badly injured, so, and he never got transported with them. So the general that is leading them on Earth is actually the right-hand man of the big bad guy, disguised as that general.
Alright, cool. That's good to know. And like,
Which the right-hand
there
man
are
is
definitely
a
things,
big...
like, perhaps even having the familiars describe the general as one thing and just completely contradicting it, and there's fun things you can do like that.
It's also one of those things that familiars don't notice, also due to the whatever jewelry that is given to the players in Session 0. Whatever they chose for jewelry. The familiars don't recognize that it's not the general.
Yeah. But like having hints that the players might discover it could be cool, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
I would delete prequel for now. Prequel is a side idea. You can do it at a later time. That can, like I said, it can always be inserted in later on. And honestly, the next major plot point to hit, is to essentially Howard lost. I think, yeah. Do you know what map you'd want for that?
No.
Which, that's fine for now. What is the next plot point you want to hit?
Because one thing I want to do is, like, as time goes on, the worlds start getting merged a bit more, and that's... Okay, so they lose their powers, and then... How do I want it to work? Because I know...
it to be sponsored by Skillshare, because I find it, like... I was once, like, unsure about my DMing, but then I took a course in Skillshare of how to, like, plan out stories.
Like I said, I'm good with, beginning and endings. Getting from the beginning to the end, I'm terrible at.
Each and every single episode is a beginning and ending.
Yeah. But anyway, because the next thing I want to do, like, after they lose their power, is, which when they lose their power, they lose a lot of the abilities that they gained through their, familiar, quote unquote, we're just using that term. But then they start noticing, or they notice these, kind of like, almost like a temple or something, which they fight for, or have to fight through or pass a trial and meet with a guardian of that place, which is one of the true protectors of, like, the dimension / world, whatnot. And that protector will give gives a person abilities back, and they will become their new familiar.
Are you wanting to do a... Is there anything character-wise you wanted to focus on? You should write down as number 4, giving back powers at Temple or something, or New Guardian Temple.
That's one reason for a beach, was just in case, because I want a beach episode, but I also want it to make sense.
Oh, in case... Oh, for the water creature, essentially?
Yeah.
So... New creature / beat, new guardian / beat each. Also, you could just shoehorn them into a beach. Do they have to travel to a bunch of different locations with each character? Or just a single location?
Different locations, but most of them are going to be close to the city.
Okay, and that's just kind of like a...
Because the world is merging, the kind of world also gets somewhat bigger, with different locations from the other world appearing in the new world.
The one big problem I see coming up is you want to have spotlight on the characters as they gain the new people.
Yeah.
So the question is everyone around, like, how are you going to do that? Is that going to be all in one episode? People are going to get it? Are you going to space it out between episodes? Do they have to find these locations? Are they just going to know where they are? Who's going to tell them to go there? Are they going to just look at the temple, see, like, oh, there's a temple no one else can see?
My original thing was, like, there's some kind of disturbance in that area that they go to see.
disturbance, but wasn't the general the one telling them the disturbances, or no?
Originally, yeah.
So who's telling them about the
Because
disturbances
at this point, the things are noticeable to everyone. The worlds are merged enough where everyone can see these magical places and things.
So it's more or less appears on the news.
Yeah.
But theoretically, if it's like, oh, look at this temple, oh wow, look at this big shiny temple, and they choose not to go, is there anything compelling the characters to go there?
Well, I'd probably choose like a symbol that's kind of associated with them, that is clearly depicted on it. That is like some kind of thing that associates them.
Peach.
Yeah.
If someone was like the peach raspberry, you're gonna put peach and a raspberry on the temple entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, that's easy enough.
Like there's some way, like there's some symbol that is associated with that person.
Yeah, maybe seeing it on the news, maybe like just walking past there one day.
Yeah.
So the only, like, the next thing is like, you have all that. Is that going to be a single session? Are you just gonna? Because I feel like going to a temple. Is that just gonna be an RP session? Is it going to be no fights? Are you just gonna have people one at a time do their thing? Are they gonna?
I was thinking
like join other people's sessions.
I was thinking of have it like one person at a time, which might be easier if it's like split into like different sessions, one for each.
Yeah, and that's like mini-sodes essentially.
Yeah.
Another
but the
session
whole
0 again. Session
True,
0.2.
yeah. But like I was thinking it depends on the characters of what they have to do.
I think each one should have like roughly the same time planned. Unfortunately, you can't do anything until you have the characters. Yeah. Honestly, like, you almost need to do episode after you do like the first 3 episodes. You need to do the season break to just plan the character stuff, because those are heavily involved with the character. I don't see how you could ever plan it right now. So I'd say write down the idea of 4 separate episodes for these stuff. Four separate minisodes, session 0.2s, whatever you want to do, just to have that as a heads up. And it's just continuing to write on the timeline, essentially.
Yeah.
I am going to BRB. Continue writing just session stuff. Feel free to talk about it out loud to practice your talking to the air / chat.
But with stuff I want to talk about, I need feedback.
The point is to try to do it without feedback.
But that's the issue. I need feedback. What I want to talk about, I need to discuss with you.
Alright. I can take my, I can listen, but I won't be able to speak for a while, okay? I'll be listening to everything you say.
Just get your water, be back, and then I can wait.
I have a wireless speaker.
I can wait. I will talk about something else.
No, because I want you to be able to do this on your own.
No.
I'm not gonna be here for you forever. You need to graduate one day.
I will.
You'll never graduate
I
without
need
doing
feedback
your
on.
homework.
Go get your water.
Not until I know you're going to talk to me. I'm go. You go. You better. I can bring. I know if you're talking or not. I can bring my wireless like speaker with me.
There, he's gone. Hey, how are you, chat? How's it all going? I don't think he noticed what happened.
Why did you jump over there?
I didn't jump anywhere.
You went to general.
I've been in general the whole time.
I was in DMs only.
We've been in general the whole time.
I don't believe you. I didn't know I was in DMs only. Point is, I ain't getting.
Okay, so anyway. The issue is.
Ooh, well, you sneaky snake.
Okay, the issue is that I want.
You're just kicking me away. Is this a tsundere arc? Are you entering a tsundere arc?
I'm trying to explain something here, so that I needed your like feedback on, but you said you're gonna get water, and I had to talk to chat, so I was talking to chat, and you decided to come back here.
I didn't know you were talking. Why are you kicking me away?
Go get your water. Kicked him into the solo stream. Get out of here. But anyway, the issue is that I don't know what to do after I get power spec. I don't know if I should have a session or two of like meandering, like doing some back to kind of doing some just some big fights like the goblins or the endless wall, or go closer like to do a lot more big bad evil guy stuff and like get pretty much close to the ending. That is the issue I am coming up with.
I was literally about to stand up, but I have a way to solve your situation.
You can see why I wanted to discuss shit with you.
You want to know the best way to decide?
What?
Roll a d2.
Roll a d2, why?
It's a choice between two things. Might as well roll a d2. The trick between flipping a coin is if you land on a solution and you're like, I don't want to do this, you know that is not the right choice. And you just swap to the other one.
But then I might want to swap back.
Well, I'll do which one regrets you the least, so roll a d2. Decide right now and then talk about it. I'm listening in. I'm actually grabbing water now.
I don't know what a d2 means. I got a 2. I didn't decide which was which, so that was pointless.
God damn it! Yeah, you make me come back because decide first. I don't need to tell you to decide first.
But I don't know if I want to do like final session right after we get new powers, or actually I might, or like, oh maybe like 1 or 2 sessions so I get used to their abilities. Maybe like it's not like their abilities are changing much. It's not. They might not like actually switch classes. It was. Yeah, so I don't know if they should get like some time to at least like a session to like get used to their newfound powers before fighting the BBEG. which, to be honest, BBG, that is multiple forms, to be honest, so which is technically more than one BBEG. So there's that. Which now I'm thinking, like, when they get new Guardians, do it like separate sessions, so they can focus on like some more character building and all that while getting their new Guardian and all that, yada yada yada. Then they each level up, depending on how much I want to level them up per person, yada yada yada. It's like, once again, the question is, what level do I want them to finish on? Because with this, if we do it separate, it'll be like 8 or 9 episodes, and then episode 10 would be the final battle. And if we're doing one per session, they would only, so it start at level 3, 9 sessions, that would only bring them up to level 12. And level 12s versus the big bad evil guy, that's like pretty under leveled, I'd think. Unless level 12, probably maybe when they get their new Guardian, they go up a few levels to counteract that. Maybe have them jump up after getting their new Guardian to level 15, and then do 1 or 2 sessions after before the BBEG to get them at least to like maybe 17, or like even jump them up to 20, but that might be quite powerful, so there's that. But 10 doesn't seem too bad, though. 10 sessions, yeah, it doesn't seem too bad. Especially if they aren't too long. Because I wouldn't probably stick to, like, my usual 2 to, like, 2.5, 3 hours, maybe. But that might be too long, but anyway, it depends on how it goes.
I'm proud of you. You did it.
Oh, did I unplug my headphones by accident? I did.
I'm proud of you. You did it.
I did what?
You decided. You got the plan down.
Did I? What?
Yeah,
you tell me, what did I decide? What did I decide?
After the big, like, after getting the second familiar, you're gonna bump them up to, like, you know, level 15 or something, maybe?
Yeah.
Do 2 sessions after that, and then the BBEG fight.
Yeah. Which that would be...
You testing the feature? You think I'm lying? I was listening the entire time, except for that 5 seconds where I accidentally turned off my wireless speaker and I panicked.
But that works, right?
I like that.
Will that make it like 12 episodes? Or no, that would be 13, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Episode 13. Wait, what? Because 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you counting the?
Well, it would be episode 8, right? Okay, yeah, not 9. I was confused with numbering. 8.
All right, so write down the total episodes, what they are, and if you aren't sure, question mark, question mark, question mark.
No, that's 80. No, I want to go like this. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so it would be 11, not 13.
This is actually like a pretty cool like cycle of things because like it's literally a pattern of 0, 1, 2, big bad, 0, 1, 2, big bad.
Where's the big bad in like 0, 1, 2? Oh yeah, 3.
Because it's like 0, goblins, 1, 2, and then big bad of losing powers.
Yeah.
Then 0, even though, yeah, 0.2.
Yeah.
1, 1, 2, big bad.
True. Should I have the right hand / traitor in episode 10 or 11?
Depends on how big the big bad is. What do you want for episode 9 and 10? Like, what do you want for the quote-unquote fillers, even though they shouldn't be fillers?
Well, it's pretty much them getting used to their powers while protecting people. But yeah. Those I haven't really given much idea. I know Endless Waltz was one I really wanted to get in there, because that was a really cool idea that I saw. Goblins is basic.
My suggestion is have Goblins and Endless Waltz be the introduction to the world of, oh, what is the world like with magic? But no one can see it. And then have 9 and 10 explore, hey, what are these themes of magic, but now everyone can see it and it's probably freaking people out.
Which people are kind of freaking out within 0.2. But yeah. But it's not as prominent as probably, so, as like 9 and 10.
It's probably just happening. And it's also the characters kind of getting, like, in my mind, 9 and 10 would be essentially the new status quo being established. You established the status quo in 1 and 2, and then flipped it on its head in episode 3. Follow that pattern of establishing the status quo on 9, 10, and then flipping it on its head in episode 10.
Wouldn't we want like Endless Waltz in like 9 and 10 by what its kind of feature is?
Then move it down to 9 and 10.
Because that would be something like that probably is like, because it's one of the bigger quote unquote bigger monsters, because it's taken over a nightclub and forcing people to dance endlessly until they die.
And people probably notice it.
Yeah.
Ask the questions of, in the Endless Waltz, what would people react to? How could they see that? What would change? People have been seeing magic for a little while, but are people really used to it yet?
Yeah.
Same with goblins, you can do the same thing of, hey, there's goblins. Oh, no one can see it, but it looks like somebody just robbed the store. How is the magic covered?
Which, that's one thing I was gonna like mention like in the beginning, is how there is some random occurrences of like unexplained things, like robberies happening, but like no signs of like people.
Urban legends.
Yeah. Weird occurrences that happened for like the past month or so, however long the worlds have been starting to merge.
So for episode 2, what do you think you can do to have that episode? Like, what do you think you can fill in that would fit those criteria?
Of like weird occurrences?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure.
Think back to just like anything, like any plot you've seen or anything like that, urban legends.
Well, because part of with the goblins, though, is that they're searching for something for the big bad evil guy. But that, well, to be honest, the main thing is that the jewelry that the players are wearing is what the big bad evil guy's looking for and was given to them. So, never mind.
So wait, they found the jewelry at the goblin store?
No. It's given to them in Session 0.
Mm-hmm.
By the familiars that was given to them by the general.
Oh yeah.
The quote-unquote general.
So it needs to be searching for something.
Yeah. But the main thing is if they're searching for something, but the Big Bad Evil Guy already knows that the characters have it, I don't know if that works. Maybe it's just disturbance. I don't know.
That sounds like a plot hole.
Yes. One I
You know that
didn't
plot
think
hole
of.
thing you have?
Well, I didn't come up with this until like later on. Like the amulets being what the Big Bad Evil Guy's looking for and the players are charging it. Well, I think the other idea was...
suggestion is Philip.
Suggestions, please.
Well, how might you fill the plot hole?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Either you have to move change the knowledge of the big bad, or you have to change what the MacGuffin is.
I was thinking, like, at some point that, like, what they're looking for was something for the machine that he needs, and not so much the jewelry, because the jewelry that the players have is, like, the power source. A type of power source.
What is a big bad looking for?
Okay, so the Big Bad, like, the BBEG, his goal, I'll just tell you his goal. So there was this war, right, between gods, and there's a connection between the two worlds. There's a war between gods, mainly because there's this one god that kind of overstepped bounds and is terrible, evil kind of god, right? During this war, he was defeated, and he was split into two. His spirit was split between the two worlds. One in the fantasy world, where the BBEG's hideout is, like, under there, like, within the world, and the other half being the top half of his soul, like the head, is in Earth, closer to where this town, like the city, is. Hence the name Angel Helm. Because the original founders of Angel Helm were tasked to protect this area and prevent the resurrection of this god and keep watch and spread the knowledge of it, kind of thing. So the Big Bad Evil Guy is trying to merge the worlds together in order to bring about a second coming of this god. But in order to do so, he kind of needs the spirits of, like, the protectors as a power source to help speed up the merging of the world that he started in the other world after he collected the protectors there. But because the protectors of Earth didn't show up at that point, he decided to use his own power source by creating his own. But in order to properly use it, he needs a certain device in order to properly bring back this god. And that's what
I
he's looking
have an
for.
idea for you.
Yes.
I don't want to say it because I want you to think of it yourself, but I'm not going to do that to you. Uh, if the Guardians are the key, and they made artificial Guardians, perhaps the Guardians they made did not work at first. But through the power of friendship and nonsense,
Well, that's why
they end up becoming more proper Guardians once they got connected to their magical girls.
that is actually kind of the idea I was thinking of, because because the jewelry that was given to them to store like the familiar in to help quote unquote let them rest, relax in this like separate plane for them and like recharge their power. It's like
Y'all need to have more confidence because if that was brewing in your brain, I didn't even realize the jewelry thing. Y'all have, if you talk about it out loud, y'all can like come to the right solution that you like.
I've been talking about jewelry for a while.
I know, but like I'm just saying, like
But yeah, like this jewelry that the players wear is kind of like a connection to their familiars. It's a way to keep them connected and close by. But the jewelry is used to help siphon the power and like kind of store the power of the guardians, the artificial guardians.
The second question is, what else do the guardians need to become guardians?
That I'm not sure.
I mean, think of a Magical Girl campaign. Just think of Magical Girls in general.
Yeah. Well, it's like the new guardians that pop up, like the true guardians that pop up, they have more of a connection to that world. Which, to be honest, that's probably why the jewelry in the first place, because since they can't, the pseudo guardians, the fake guardians, can't fully use their powers by themselves. They need people of that world to properly utilize it, because they need that connection to the world.
In my mind, there's many ways to go with it. It is power of friendship. It's Magical Girl land. Like that's the original like intention of Magical Girls. Super pure and wholesome. You're kind of doing that middle round. So either you could do it was the power was inside them all along. All they had to do was save other people, and then they'd become guardians because they're protecting the world, and the world acknowledges them since they're protecting the world. So it could be saving somebody, it could be saving something, it could be something like that.
So you like my idea where it has to do with a connection to the world?
Yeah.
It's because the pseudo guardians have no connection to the world.
As episode 2, honestly, at this point, because like I assume all like 4 guardians are needed, right?
Yes.
I hate to say it, but like the big bad, in my mind, you need to find like yes, the 2 steps to make the artificial ones real is to get the gems to find like just pretty much put their souls inside, and like have the power necessary to maintain it, and to save someone's life. Or be good and be guardians and get connected to the world. You could do it by saving someone's life, you could have it by visiting a spiritually enriched area of our realm.
Well, that's also, like I said, Angel Helm, where they're at, is the closest point in the world to the split spirit of the god.
Okay, so I guess more magic, yeah, spiritual.
Yeah.
So it sounds like just getting close to the world is just like being a guardian, pretty much doing traditional magical girl stuff. Heck, you could look up just random episodes of like Tokyo Mew Mew and then steal a plot point from there. But have that episode of here's being a magical girl, here is everything that entails, saving people, going
Yeah,
around and
like,
stopping evil.
because I know something big, like, since they're losing their power close to the end of the session of episode 3, something big needs to happen there just to, like, give them a lot of power kind of thing. Because that's when like the right hand man gets revealed and he takes away the familiars due to the power.
From what I can see, like episode 2 is literally them sending the people, the girls, magical girls, even though it might not be girls. It's sending those magical girls on a quest, probably a fake danger, probably something they created.
Yeah.
Like some sort of monster to terrorize people that could threaten their lives. Which leads to an interesting thing of if they fail, they aren't trying to kill the magical girls. So if they fail and the magical girls are defeated, literally it just pulls a stall in your plans that you have to do one more session in between the two, and you have to let them succeed, essentially. In-game, character-wise, the bad guys want to give them a challenge. They want to put people's lives at stake, and they need the magical girls to save people's lives. So, like, anything from, like, a collapsing building to a house on fire, but those are actually caused by some sort of evil creature. Have them hopefully save people's lives, not actually defeat the monster, just save the lives. If they kill the monster, that's a bonus point. Once they do that, episode 3 would be leading into the big baddies reveal of like, oh yay, cool. Yeah, no, that was a lot quicker. And then if you do end up extending it outwards, if there is more than just, 2 sessions before the big bad, you can have that just being, okay, they need to charge the power crystals more.
Well, but they get the new Guardians in 4 to 8, which those Guardians don't necessarily need a crystal. Or
I feel like you should have the lore be consistent and then come with a crystal.
yes. Yeah, it's
actually
that was one of the ideas I actually had as well. That, like, one of the ideas was like them still having their, like, this was like if it was running longer, they still having their first set, but these other Guardians kind of got out of control due to the big bad evil guy, whatever, and they have to stop him and get the crystal from that Guardian. Because big bad evil guy needs that, but that was when it was longer.
But yeah. Theoretically, if they fail to save somebody or something like that, you could just say the big bad doesn't spring the trap yet. And then the trap is easy, like the last person, like, oh yeah, there's goblins there, go there. Oh hey, look, there's like people being in danger, go there. Then, trap, lose power. So then, the motive now is essentially the worlds are colliding, the big bad has succeeded. Things would be pretty doom and gloom at that point.
Well, they're merging, not colliding, but yeah.
Merging, yeah. So things would be pretty much doom and gloom at that point. Oh no, the worlds are merging. What to do? Do they have the familiars the old familiars at this point?
On which one?
Episode 4 through 8.
For
Or are they
8,
kidnapped and used as catalysts?
because they're losing their power at episode 3, that's when they lose their old familiars. Because that's their source of power.
Right. Yeah, yeah. So lose the familiars there. Meaning you kind of have to, yeah, it just depends on the players because, hopefully they have enough, like, willpower and reason to continue on. Hopefully the power of friendship is strong, of like, oh, hey, look, there's temples, oh, wow, look, my symbol. Which means, after they get the familiars, what's propelling them forward within the plot?
Well, to stop the big, like, once they get the new ones, like, they still gotta stop the big bad evil guy. And, like, they became friends with, hopefully, became friends with familiars and old ones and want to save them.
Yeah, yeah. Do the new Guardian, like, because before it's the general telling them where to go. Who is it is the new familiars being like, oh, hey, look, there's big bad stuff happening over here?
Yeah, like, they're a lot more connected to the world, so they have, like, able to sense a lot more than the pseudo guardians could.
So, is the waltz connected to the big bad?
Yes. I don't know.
Like, it is, like, it is, it also depends on the motivation of the characters. So far down the line, it's, okay, the nice thing is you can swap up the motivations of, we're trying to save people anyways, we're trying to stop people. Or are they going to go straight after the big bad of like, no, why are we wasting our time with this waltz thing? This has nothing to do with the big bad. There should be chaos happening everywhere. There should be magic being initiated. So, it is thinking about it from the magical girl's perspective of what would a magical girl do in that situation.
Okay, I got an idea. So Goblins episode 1, then we do like the max rescue kind of like boost up their like the guardian like pseudo guardians magical properties, right? Make them more guardians. And the whole trap is sprung within the club with the endless waltz.
Oh, I like it. Endless Waltz Club. Yeah.
Because that can be good for a trap.
I like it.
Because that's when, like, it's at the point where probably the worlds are, like, kind of merged quite a bit, where this is one of the first major things that people noticed.
Oh, yeah. I think you can also have it so no one really notices at first.
But as they're fighting it, it gets revealed to everyone.
And then people are like, why am I dancing? Help. And then, like, before it's like, yeah, let's party. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of tired, but I'm going to keep on going.
Yep.
And then people realize, oh god, oh please, I just want to stop. Let me go. I'm not keeping you here. I can't stop either. And, like, have that dialogue slowly come into realization. I just imagine, like, a giant, like, circle, like a ritual circle underneath the dance floor or something. Or, like, the entire club or something.
It's not noticeable because all the flashing lights.
Oh
The
my god!
flashing lights are masking the lights.
So there's like red lights flashing.
Yeah, the glow of the magic circle is being hidden by the lights of the club.
It's fun. So then the club ends. They're all lost, not sure what to do. Essentially, probably. And then they kind of have to decide. Okay. So I should let you continue. You probably have more to say.
Nah, continue.
And then you have like the session 0.2s, where essentially you have to get the input from the players. Oh yeah, what would your character do at this point? Would you want to continue searching for life? Would you kind of be distraught and go home because you have no powers? Because my mind keeps on going to the idea of like, oh, we have no powers, we are powerless, we go home, we can't do anything, it's too dangerous.
But it turns out they still fight.
Start fight.
Yeah, it's one of those things I was like thinking like they still have like the stats and all that of like they are still connected to the pseudo guardians in a way. They're still able to like they still have that connection. Like they can still fight.
Okay, I thought they lose their powers though.
Their powers, yes. But just remember, when they transform, they had a connection with the familiar with their previous life, like their previous forms before they were the pseudo guardians.
So it's a D level, or what powers are they losing if they can still transform?
Well, the specialty abilities I will come up with based on their creature, for one.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's a missing. Okay, cool.
Like, and like probably I will like probably weaken some of their other stuff, like if they know spells and whatnot. But
Okay.
if they choose like a martial class, they kind of have that muscle memory.
Okay, I like it.
So they aren't as powerful as they were when they were together, but they aren't totally helpless.
So there's no real reason for them to split up then.
What, them losing their powers? Well, I will, like, straight up, it's like, yeah, so temporarily you've lost all these levels. Something like that.
Yeah, but like, if they've lost those levels, they don't have any reason to like split up and look for clues, meaning solo. No, I mean, I guess it doesn't have to make sense, but like...
Well, it's like, that's just an idea. I might not actually, like, remove all their levels, but, like, they've lost some of what they had when they were together with their...
I thought it was like a total loss of like everything.
Then how are we gonna do the challenges?
I had no clue. Like, I thought it was gonna be like, there's challenges, but it's like hard because you have no levels. Friendship, teamwork, I don't know.
Unless you want me to do that. It's like, hey, yeah, so you have base...
I just wasn't sure.
It's like, oh yeah, now you have base human stats, no class, no level. But let's throw you into this fight.
So...
Which, if you couldn't tell, that was sarcasm.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of... I guess, yeah, the session 0.2 is a weird one. You're gonna have to figure that out later. Because some people might stick together, some people might be like, oh yeah, let's split up and look for clues. Like, because it's extra sessions. No, I guess there's ways to make it work. We'll look at that later, okay? Pretty much to give the powers back, new powers back, new guardians. 9-10 is pretty much big bad finishing their ploys. Or it is we have to try and stabilize the world while somebody or something looks for it.
Well, they gotta find the BBG's lair in this world.
Yeah. So it's either them doing the grunt work of finding the BBG's lair, or it's them trying to maintain the chaos while someone else finds it for them.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I think you should have an ally goblin.
Okay, for one thing I was gonna include, which I think I mentioned it before, but there is some people from the other world in this world hidden in a magical alleyway,
Yeah.
which the
So either
BBEG right-hand man knows about but cannot enter due to a spell preventing him from entering.
okay, then never mind. I guess
That was also one way I was going to incorporate that he's probably not who he seems if he's not going to be entering this quote-unquote small little village with you guys. I was going to include that as a way to like get them equipment for their get them like equipment from the overworld kind of thing.
Okay. So it sounds like it's there. It is just deciding what is 9 and 10. What do you want 9 and 10 to be? What do you want them to have? What do you achieve by having those episodes?
Yeah.
That's a full-on question to you. That wasn't rhetorical.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Okay, cool. Take your time.
I think like 10 is probably I kind of like the idea like 9 is from like kind of controlling some of the chaos and like preparing themselves for like the final fight, right? And 10 is probably them like finding out where the big BBEG is and like having to fight towards his like the final place, and then like they finally get to fight the right hand man probably. And then 11 is the big fight with the 2 BBEGs, and then prologue.
2 BVGs usually mean 2 sessions.
True. Well, it's like forms.
It's fighting together.
It's not so much 2 BBEGs as it's like the BBEG that they're hunting down the whole time, and then the awakened BBEG that was kind of merged with a partial, like, it's no longer the original BBG, but it's kind of like the god using his body in a like a partially awakened state.
Okay, cool.
So it's like forms, pretty much. Second stage.
Yeah. So you write down 9 and 10. I write them down so you don't forget what you chose. You wanna know what really helps with DMing?
What?
Being able to zone out completely, think about the D&D stuff while you are at work doing stuff.
I always do that.
Perfect.
That's where I always get these ideas, is from work.
Alright.
I have, like, it's not mentally, it's like, my work is physical labor, so.
Oh, I get it. Oh, I don't want to work anymore.
Because I load trailers, I sort products, pick products, sort scan.
Yeah.
It's not really mentally taxing to a degree.
Yeah.
So all I think about is D&D or different like scripts I'm writing or like stuff like that.
Perfect. Which
It kills me sometimes.
Sounds like we have the full campaign mapped out. We have everything good and done. It is just writing down all the other smaller details. And honestly, doing it one at a time is probably the easiest. Thinking about the campaign, thinking about the maps. Um, Honestly, because you have a map maker now,
Do I?
you have the person who volunteered to make maps.
Did they actually full on volunteer or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know like if I had to commission them or if they're just saying, "Hey, I can make maps for you, no charge."
I'm confused about that too, but like,
Exactly. You can see where I'm coming from.
talk to them. Communication. I'm not gonna talk for. Nah, you. It's your shit. It's your jam.
What is communication?
It sucks. I suck at it. I ghosted somebody for 3 whole days, and I was like, no, I don't want to ghost them, but like, I need to talk to them, and I need to like reply to them. And I replied with, okay, yeah, just give me a week or two.
That's child's play.
Point is, write down all the maps you need. Get the information for them before you talk to them, because even if they don't do it, it's information you'll need if you get someone else to do it.
Yeah.
And probably do it one at a time, essentially. You already have that one, it's just, what's the rescue area? What is the areas? Do exercise our little exercises last time of, hey, this is a rescue. Which one of these locations, from what we've discussed, is going to be where the rescue's at? Oh, it's going to be there? What sort of things are you going to have to worry about? Which is why you should do your homework. What? Sorry.
I have two
Pretty
ideas
much.
for the max rescue. It's either like in a park on like by like a hiking trail slash forest with a lot of different like creatures that have appeared and they have to fight off protecting civilians, or something's happening in the shopping mall.
I like it. I would personally vote Forest because you already have something in the shopping district.
Well, well, that's the mall. This is the jewelry store.
Same, yeah, but like,
Yeah.
it's still like have the different sceneries.
Yeah.
Honestly, most of the stuff that you need to decide is pretty much the overall arcing story you have done, but on a smaller scale for each and every single location. And you need to be able to write it down of what you want for your maps at the bare minimum, because you need to communicate the map thing at least.
Yeah.
Not everything needs to be written down, but there's certain things, especially with communication, if this wasn't here, I would be completely lost with the story still. I would be like, okay, we would still be going over, okay, but what's after goblins? Okay, but like, okay, rescue, okay, but this, okay. Like I said, start with this. This is still, ignore this. Ignore New Guardians entirely for now. And get the maps, the jewelry stores, all that stuff. And you pretty much are like on the set way. After we have all that mapped out, we can actually go into the specifics of each different campaign and what's going to be happening and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like progress was made. Oh, the start was shaky because my brain wasn't in it, but like, I slowly. Oh, yeah.
It hasn't even been 2 hours.
I know. And like, we've made plenty of progress.
More than the last 2 sessions.
Listen, the first two was like, DMing 101. I got. This is new to me too. I want the day where like you can make a session on your own and then after you make the session on your own to hit me up and be like, hey, let's make a session together, just because I want to, not because I need you, you know? That's why. That's the one. That's my dream. Also, I finally saw music and like it's Fire Force music, and it's like, it's so jamming.
I actually saw Fire Force. No, Dragon Force I saw live.
Dragon Force?
Dragon Force, yeah.
Oh, why am I forgetting?
For Fire and Flames.
Yeah, I know what it is, and like I should know this song off by heart. But all I'm thinking of is Fire Force because it's playing right now.
I heard Fire Force and I heard Dragon Force. That came to my mind.
Yeah, I'm saying Fire Force though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the other thing in my brain is how does Darude Sandstorm go? Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. That's second thing in my brain space. Nothing to do with Dragon Force. I don't know how Dragon Force goes. How does Dragon Force go?
Ooh, that's a bit tougher.
Also, I'm weak.
You're weak.
I bought Pocky today. I couldn't resist.
Yeah, I get that sometimes.
I think I've already gone through 5 packs of them. It's like small packs though. Food is my weakness.
Food.
Yummy. I assume you're just writing down stuff right now.
Messaging a D&D, a Discord group.
No, okay, never mind then.
Doing one in one with some people I know, and then gonna bit the same message in our group, and probably
yes,
in
what you
my yeah.
My biggest heartbreak. I won't be able to be a part of this. Not after today.
With all of the spoilers I gave you.
Too exposed.
Exposure.
I know. I'll play the general. That would be my character.
Which, the quote-unquote general or the actual general?
Both.
You know,
Elf
one of them,
flying
which,
with.
you know, the real general that is only shown in the prequel that we're not doing.
Perfect. I'll be ready to die. Don't worry, I'm a sheeple. I'm meant to be sacrificed.
Oh, what's the other words for that? A jabroni. There you go.
Hmm?
I think that's what it's called, a jabroni.
Edge of jabroni?
Jabroni.
Jabroni!
A foolish or, I cannot pronounce that. Contemptible person.
Are you calling me a brony? I've never seen... No, wait. I think
No.
I've seen like a few episodes of My Little Pony. That doesn't make me a brony, though.
I've seen a few seasons.
I think that makes you a brony, though.
Jabroni, slang, a stupid, foolish, or contemptible person, loser.
See me. Okay, thanks, bye.
I thought it was like
So
used
I
a
heard
lot,
foolish, and I'm like, yeah, this is me.
and I can send you how it's spelled.
Are you calling me a jabroni, or are you like...
This, ignore the dots, but that's how it's spelled. The dots is just the, what's it called? Jabroni. What you do there?
One who... Oh my goodness. Oh, I love the... One who talks the talk, but could never walk the walk. Thank you, Urban Dictionary.
What was the one I was thinking? Expend bull person.
I'm confused. Are you talking about me being a jabroni? Is this just a huge circle of an insult?
Yes.
Ha! I can barely speak. That means I can't talk the talk, meaning I'm not a jabroni.
You sure?
Yo, dog, I ain't no I ain't no
I can't
poser.
find it.
Y'all are one big hoser, eh? A real rhymes up my sleeve because I got a gun. That's how you know I'm the OG realist real. You talk shit to me, I back me up. Are you convinced yet? Look at you, tag Canadian. I'm Canadian.
Begging. I want beginning, not begging. God damn it.
Can you do me a favor quickly?
What?
Say, Raelan, don't move on to your 7th Pocky bag.
Raelan, move on to your 7th pocket bag.
You're not my dad! God damn it! You
I told
tricked
you.
me!
Yeah?
I was gonna have my 7th Pocky bag, but now I can't.
Go ahead, have one.
No, you're not my dad. You can't. You can't tell me what to do. I want to have a Pocky. I'm not gonna change my joke just because you didn't fall for it. Why couldn't you just tell me to be responsible?
But then that would be a lie.
But sometimes, something responsible parenting leads people down to more Pocky sticks, and I want more Pocky sticks. So moving on, so I don't have to think about the Pockies that are littering my desk as I stare at them. I recently organized my magic cards. That's off topic.
Oh god, that would be impossible to do.
Oh yeah, it was nasty. But it was fun.
Especially
Oh
since...
boy.
Especially since Mackenzie gave me like a full fat box, or like it's one of like the big boxes of magic cards that Connor was getting rid of.
Yeah.
Connor was actually going to toss it out when they were moving, and Mac's like, "No, I'll just give it to Dweller."
Oh, I want that. Oh. I have. Oh yeah, I have so much too. Oh my. Okay, so my organization is common. Well, technically color, or no. rarity, color, alphabetical.
Oh God, what's wrong with you?
I have a full like big box. You know those like with the ones with the 3 slots.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah,
hold my calling cards. My silver, gold, and
which I'm pretty
red
sure
cards are
that's
an 8.
that's the box Mackenzie gave me. Is one of those big ones, like the gift pack ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those
That one
big
has
ones.
like all the commons, and then one of those like smaller boxes, like about one line,
Yeah.
is the silver, gold, and red ones. And then I have like a billion decks which are themed. Like my Minotaur deck, my Centaur deck, my Wizard deck, my Monk deck, my Soldier deck, my Warrior deck, my Dragon deck, my other Dragon deck, my Hero deck, my Fish deck, um, Black and Green deck. Honestly, it was just nostalgia that I have Black and Green deck. I got the Illusions deck somebody else made me, but that's a story for a different time, kids. My Enchantment deck, my Thief deck. I think my
I
other Thief deck, or it was a Fairy deck. Nah, it's a
I,
Fairy deck.
I took um, apart a lot of my decks to create my commander deck, so I don't really have any decks right now.
Oh, I have plenty of decks. I have commander decks and non-commander decks.
I haven't played for a long time, and I haven't made decks for a long time.
I get it, but I'm addicted
It
now.
takes a lot of
Except
time. Fine, you'll come over here. You'll look through all my cards and make a deck for me.
don't tempt me. I will. I won't want to. My demon deck, my like humanoid deck, but like it's not. It's totally human deck, even though it's demons. I mean cultist deck. I could make decks in my
Uh,
sleep. I have my Sphinx deck, which okay.
what time and weekly? Around 7 to 8 p.m. start, if possible. Yes, weekly.
What?
Oh, someone was asking me what time and if it was weekly.
Oh yes. Um. Oh, one of my decks have like an infinite turn
Oh yeah,
ability.
I know someone with a commander deck with that.
Yeah, me too.
Because he has a deck that allows you to have multiples of the same creature.
Ah,
And it's a zombie deck.
ha.
So tokens up the wazoo.
Um,
But
my thing is, there's like a creature where if you have, you can remove 5/1/1 counters on it,
yeah.
and you can take an extra turn.
Jesus. Yeah, with
And then
his.
I have the first card is Oko the Planeswalker, so +2/1/1 counters as a +1 ability. The second card is at the beginning of your upkeep, put a 1/1 counter on the creature card. The third card is at the beginning of your combat phase, put a 1/1 counter on it. And then the final card is you get another combat phase.
I think his, like. He can have as many as this single card as he can. Like, there's no limit to how many of these cards he has besides, like, the deck limit. Plus, the zombies, I think they have an ability that you can target an opponent and they can either take damage or not without attacking. It's just an ability that they have. And depending on what they choose, I think if the player takes the damage, then that's it. But if the player, like, just declines, I think he can untap his mana and pretty much start a turn again.
Oh god. Tell me to have another Pocky.
Don't have another Pocky.
You're not my dad! I keep playing along. You go. caused me pain and torment.
You better eat that Pocky. Eat it right into the mic.
So in other words, I have another Pocky, but I can't eat it because you're not my dad. Oh, that means I have to not eat it. That means
You gotta eat all your Pocky. You gotta eat all your Pocky tonight. You gotta have one, like, either eat them all tonight or, like, have, like, 10, or, like, one bag tomorrow, one bag today, one bag all week. You gotta have at least a bag a week.
You've sucked all the joy out of this Pocky. It was my rebellion Pocky. I felt so good being a rebel, but now I just feel shame and diabetes.
Fun.
This is where we're gonna call it. We're gonna wrap it up. You want to do the outro?
Yeah, it's been 2 hours, so yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, usually 10. Sorry
Yeah.
about like the late start because of me.
How dare.
Hopefully next time, a little more time. Honestly, I don't even think you need me anymore.
You sure about that? Insert John Cena meme here. I got 2 people. 2 people said they'll try it out. But they cannot guarantee their availability.
That means 3 people total.
I haven't even talked to Joe yet. So we just need
fine.
one more, pretty much. Unless someone's availability falls through.
Alright. I wasn't gonna give you homework, but I need to give you homework. Do you wanna know what your homework
Fuck you.
is?
Fuck you.
Your homework is literally just writing down map ideas. You don't have to solidify them, but just make sure you have map ideas. Everything except for 4 through 8.
Wait, do I have to be very specific, or...
No, not yet.
So, like, just what I have for, like, goblins and the first 3 that I already have.
Yeah. If you are specific, I'll give you bonus points.
What do I get with these bonus points? Nothing.
Are you kidding me? I'm grading you. You might fail this course.
Fuck you.
What? You asked me to be your teacher, and I'm your teacher. I'm taking this job very seriously, except I'm bad at it, so I'm failing you.
Maybe I just want to fuck the teacher, okay?
Listen, oh. Also, final pop quiz. Are you ready for your one goddamn question?
I'm
for
straight.
Your surprise pop quiz at the very end.
If you're wondering, I'm actually straight. If that's what you're wondering.
What? Nah. I mean, that was kind of what I asked that question, but
Well, to be honest, it's like you might consider me more pan, but with a preference to female bits. But yeah.
All right. Ready for your one question? Scroll
No.
down.
On what?
Also, I should put down
What was that? Good thing the stream can't see that.
what are you talking about? There's nothing that should be hidden.
It says, "Did you have blank?" I don't know what you're trying to say here.
You know I can fix that, right?
That makes it worse. Look at stream now. Look at the stream.
Did you have a gay?
I already
Listen,
gave
you were the one who brought up sexuality. I thought we might as well use old-timey slang for fun. Did you have a gay time, aka a fun time?
No.
God damn it! You're living life wrong! You got 0 out of 100. That's gonna affect your score. Have fun with your life.
0 out of 100 on a 1-question quiz.
Like 0% out of 100%.
Alright, people.
Point being,
It's the end.
enjoy your life!
End your life? What? How dare you say that to me?
Oh wait, no, technically you got 1 bonus point, so you got 33% on that quiz.
But anyway, y'all, that is it. That is all for today. It's just pretty much the 2 of us as viewers, pretty sure, so...
It's fine.
We're
The
not
vlog
rating.
watchers will be there for you.
What VOD watchers?
Exactly. You won't know until it happens. But,
I don't know if
you did?
I don't know if this music is actually drowning us out or not. Oh well. Okay, anyway, that is it. Thank you for Raelan for joining me. We'll hopefully be back next time. I'll force Raelan. Are you gone? Your avatar's still here.
Oh wait, am I supposed to leave? You want me to leave?
No.
Okay, bye.
Why are you leaving? Get back here.
Never mind, I'm so confused. Did you end it? Is it over?
No. We haven't ended it yet. We haven't
Did I
finished saying
miss
the...
you?
Yes. But thanks everyone for watching. You can watch this VOD on the Fictional Humans channel. My other VODs are on Dungeon Dweller. My main channel is Clockwork Dream. Then there's Raelan.
Oh, hi, Raelan Ranlan?
He has nothing. Besides
sorry, I said
Fictional
that wrong.
Humans. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good night, guys. Bye.